I'd do anything.
Get your dog groomed at the pet.
Geico can help cover cars, homes, motorcycles, and even accordions.
You sure showed him.
You bet your pickled peppers I did.
Whatever you need, get.
And we are live. I'm Erik.
I'm Richie.
And this is the High Empower Podcast coming to you live on YouTube. My people, shout out to the Power Fam. Anybody that's watching right now, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell that you're always notified whenever we post anything on our Reels, on our Instagram, or whatever it is. You know, you guys want to definitely know what the hell is going on.
Hell yeah, especially with summer coming in too. We got a lot of activities about to start going on.
Speaking of summer, this bitch hot as fuck.
Bro, it's hot as hell in here.
Shit.
Talk about sacrifices, bro. See, we in here when it's fucking, it's a sauna for you guys, because we love you guys. But anyways, guys, another Wednesday, like I say, every week, another Wednesday, another episode, and we're here to bring some great conversations. I want to welcome you all that are going to take part in this conversation here with us. Thank you for joining. Like Erik said, like, subscribe, and share, and always make sure to take part of the family, because with you guys, we're everything, but without you guys, we're nothing. And Erik says that a lot, so I had to bring that phrase on, Erik. Sorry, I don't get to say it much, so when I do, I like kind of squeeze it in there, you know.
Yeah, man, it's gonna cost you, but it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you.
But my guys, I am extremely excited. It's been a blessed week. A lot of new things coming on. Guest lists are filling up faster and faster now. I feel like people, it's fun, man, to just see the movement growing, seeing more people wanting to be involved and share their story.
Yeah, bro, the vibe is real, man. The vibe is not fake. You know, it's
authentic.
It's natural. It's authentic. You know, we're not here to push anybody to do anything that they don't want. You know, so the people come in because they generally like the content that we put out. They generally like the information, the movement, the energy. You know, because at the end of the day, that's what actually brings people's eyes.
Hell yeah, bro. Today's going to be no different. We're going to be talking a little bit, chatting about life, about experiences, about life challenging moments. And, every guest that we bring on, they show to us that there's a different path to success and there's a different path to happiness. And it comes to show that all of you that are going to be watching us live right now, and even in the future, you're going to be watching this video, don't think you're alone. I mean, your struggles, there's someone out there who goes through the same thing you're going. I mean, the life that you live, everything you're doing, I mean, that you want to have fun with your friends. There's other people out there who also want to do that. And you get to share those moments with people and the guests that we bring on. We get to pick their brains and not keep that information just for ourselves. We get to share it with everybody. So if you want to come and watch more videos of, again, life experiences and true stories of people who really, like, it's amazing. Like, the stories we've had on this couch already, it's impacted me in so many ways, and it has changed me in so many ways, man. And I definitely advise you to go back and take a look at our older videos, because we have some amazing guests and some amazing stories that you don't want to miss out. But today we're going to be talking to Joe Karam. We are super excited to bring him on. This guy is a definition, again, he's a hustler. He makes it happen. He knows how to have fun. And that's what we talk about here a lot. Right, Eric? It's about having a balance, bro. It's about not even maybe sometimes having a balance, but knowing how to, putting your focus as well on having fun, on enjoying your family, enjoying the loved ones, but knowing the time to turn on that grind mode and really make it happen and make a difference out there, right?
Hell yeah, man.
There's too many people out there comfortable nowadays. And trust me and Eric are all about lifestyle. You guys watch us, right? I mean, we're on Instagram. You guys see what we do. We love partying. We love being around our friends. We love working hard. We love hustling as well. You see all the time I'm putting my advertisements for solar and all that. Eric's grinding every day, knocking doors, get crazy, making things happen. Guys, it's the reality. We work hard, but we also want to party and have fun with our loved ones, and that's okay. You know what I mean? As long as you know how to control your life and take ownership of it and know what's coming forth and what's your next move. That's my advice on that one. But I definitely do we have that intro, or can we have at least the thumbnail?
A few moments later.
Guys, today we have Joe Karam here. I'm super excited. Let's switch it off. Joe Karam is here in the house.
Shama.
Briggs.
There you go, Briggs.
Briggs is sleeping.
There goes Briggs.
Oh, is he muted?
No, it's the connection, isn't it?
Hello.
No,
Okay, hear myself now.
We switched
There we
everything.
go. Yeah, thank you guys for having me. Seriously.
Is it Karam or is it Karam?
Karam. It depends where you're from, bro. If you're from Lebanon, it's Karam.
Karam.
Yeah.
Karam.
What did I say?
Karam.
I said
Karam.
Karam. Am I wrong to say Karam?
Dude, I grew up with Karam.
Karam.
High school, I got called Karam.
Karam.
Yeah.
Karam.
I did say Karam, right?
No, you said Karam.
Karam? Oh, sorry.
That's for the white girls.
Hi, guys, that's Karam. Hi, Joe. Can I get in?
Exactly.
Live.
No, thank you guys for having me. This looks all so professional. You guys did a really good job. I'm very impressed. I never really been to Framingham, so I didn't know what to expect, but you guys nailed it here.
Welcome to Little Brazil.
You never been to Framingham?
Bro, I went for a tour once, like 3 months ago. I ate locally for some Brazilian food.
You came for a tour?
Yeah. I was touring a client. Actually, the house had solar, actually.
Okay. I thought you meant like a tour, like a tour of Framingham.
No.
I was about to be like,
who's my tour guide is the question.
Joe, get in the car. I'm going to bring you somewhere. Where? To the poor side of Massachusetts. Let's go. Framingham.
Dude, these real estate prices here are expensive.
Crazy.
Yeah,
insane.
crazy.
I was about to say, what is he talking about?
What do you mean? What do you mean, poor
Framingham
side?
is mad valuable, bro.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
becoming valuable. It's insane because what used to be regular town, now it's a city, and now it's insanely expensive.
Yeah, man.
I mean, houses, like, if you want something with 2 bedrooms here, you're paying at least $700K
100%.
for a decent home
100%.
that you don't got to do rehab on. Of course, if you want to go rehab, you can go to another
Shit, if
route.
you're looking like what? 15? If you're looking at 15, 20 years back,
Yep.
whew,
Guys,
it's crazy.
Joe, thank you so much for being here, man.
It's a pleasure, bro.
For real. It's a
It's my
pleasure.
first podcast, so
For real?
yeah, I got to break the ice. You know what I mean?
No.
Got to warm up a bit.
What'd you
Got
say?
the social
What did you
lubricant.
say we're doing?
You took my virginity. You took my podcast virginity. So
Dude, but the one thing that I always, compliment every guest that we bring on, man, because it's not easy, bro. We have a lot of cameras. We
Yeah.
have a whole freaking production in the back here.
Very impressive.
That's taking care of
Very
each aspect of the podcast, man, because we take this shit seriously, bro. And for someone to come on here and actually, let loose and actually, like, be real, man, it's you have to be courageous, bro.
yeah,
100%.
100%. No, I think podcasting is definitely the future, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, whether it's the visuals or just the audio, it goes a long way.
We're still learning, though. We're still
Yeah.
adapting. We're still getting better every time.
Yeah.
But truly appreciate you coming in, bro. I know you're a pretty busy dude yourself, but taking your time to come in here and just chat it up with us we really appreciate it, man.
Of course, bro. It's been a pleasure to get to know you guys. You guys have been nothing but kind to me. I mean, I've known, I don't know how many months now, since last summer probably when I started at
It was at
the
at
office.
Sunrun, yeah. But even before that, clubbing too. And
yeah. I don't know.
I always
But,
seen you at
it's
the
been a
clubs,
while.
but I never knew who you were.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? One day I'll meet that guy.
You're the guy with the shades on in the corner of the club.
All
I'm
the
like,
time.
who the hell is this?
Yeah, that's me right there. Or if not, I'm without my shirt and I'm getting kicked out. One of those.
Sparkling water.
That's so funny.
Joe, I mean, man, for the people who are watching us today and who are going to be watching this video, who's Joe Karam? Karam.
Karam.
Karam. Come on, bro. Get it right.
And tell us a little bit about your story, man. I mean, like, where you from? Who, what,
Yeah.
where, when? Like,
So-
how does this happen? How you here?
I grew up in Norwood, Massachusetts. A lot of Lebanese people.
Okay.
I would attribute a lot of my success to being Lebanese, and I would accredit being Lebanese to a lot of my personality.
Fire.
I didn't go to Norwood High School. I went to Boston College High School in Dorchester.
So you're saying Norwood?
Norwood, yep.
Norwood,
Yep,
like
in
next
the-
to Franklin and.
It's in the South Shore next to like Dedham, where Legacy Place is,
Oh,
right
okay.
south of that.
Next to our office, Canton.
Yeah.
You
Cool,
got to
cool.
probably drive through. You've been in Amines Cafe?
Oh, 100%.
That's in Norwood.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
I'm over there every Tuesday.
I'm thinking of the nearest Brazilian place for you. Yeah, Minas Cafe.
Yeah. So there's a lot of Lebanese over there.
A lot of Lebanese people.
Sheesh.
Westwood, Norwood, Dedham, West Roxbury, Hyde Park. A lot of sub-community there. I didn't go to Norwood High, though, so I went to Boston College High School. That is in Dorchester, right next to UMass Boston, which I ironically also went
You
to.
went to Boston College High School?
Boston College High School.
Oh, shit. How'd you, I mean, is that like something like a private high
It's
school?
a private, all-boys school, all Catholic.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What was that experience, bro?
I mean, the thing is, like, obviously there was no girls.
Yeah.
So it
That
was pretty
definitely turned
hard.
you
Yeah,
off.
it was basically like, yeah, I got Rick rolled every day. The thing is it's like private school is funny, bro, because you have all these kids coming from different places in Massachusetts coming together. So I have friends
But
from
is
the
it
Cape.
just Mass, or do you
from the
have
North.
people from all over the United States too?
No, not U.S. typically.
Just
no.
usually Mass.
Yeah, just unless they were like recruited for a specific sport or whatever. But you have people coming all the way from Mass into BC High. So I have friends from the North Shore, the South Shore, the West Side, basically everywhere. So I was never like really in one town. Do you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a train.
He muted us first.
Nah, it's the motorcycles.
Fire.
Little Brazil, guys.
fire.
Little Brazil.
Yeah, so basically I got to network with a lot of people everywhere. And that was one of the best parts about it, was a networking opportunity. They all went on to do really great things. A lot of the guys there are really bright.
I mean, the connection,
Yeah.
like the connections of the people that you were involved around and the families. I mean, it's not cheap.
They're very elite. Yeah, they're very elite families. I
Yeah.
mean, tuition there I think is like $25,000 or $30,000. So my high school costed me more than my college did.
Wow.
Yeah. So it definitely wasn't easy.
Do
Like,
you
it
believe
was
that
a-
helped you out with life?
Yeah, totally. It helped me with the networking for sure. And like the guys that I met there are a lot of my friends today, and you know,
Valuable friendsps?
the alumni especially. So, you know, when you get into like an email log with 2,000 guys that are all
We got
from
frat boy and all.
80 to, 30 years old, they're all in really big industries. A lot of them are involved in the government or high-end software companies or private equity, financial tech. You get guys from all over. So I've been able to kind of leverage that in a lot of my conversations, and you gain a lot of knowledge and perspectives too. So you have, people from all different ethnicities and backgrounds. Like typically when you go to a specific school, everyone's kind of like copy paste. You know what I mean? From BCI, it was like,
Yeah.
you got North African guys, you got the Latinos, you got the Lebanese guys,
The
you got the
diversity
white
is
guy,
huge.
the Irish people, and then we had all these international programs with like private schools in foreign countries, and they would come and board with us, and they had like an exchange program.
Holy shit. So you're like so like
Yeah, so I was just everywhere. I mean, that was like the biggest blessing. Obviously, I got in touch with
a lot of
a lot of great
cultures,
people,
a lot
yeah.
of different. That definitely helped you out.
Yeah, the
100%.
networking, right?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's I mean, getting used to people and different types of people at such a young age too.
Yeah.
That's a great skill to acquire. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is too, but UMass Boston didn't really have like a dorm presence. So when I would go out as a college kid, you obviously want to party. You'd be going out into the city. You wouldn't be going out to like whatever local frats or homes nearby
I
or
feel
whatever. So we were sneaking into clubs and bars at a really young age, from like 15, 16. A lot of my cousins owned like hookah lounges in Providence. So like 15 was the first time I went to a nightclub, I was in Providence smoking hookah, acting like I knew what I was doing.
Fake
I had no
ID.
idea.
Some
fake
Dominican
IDs, or you just knew somebody at the door.
Yeah.
But it kind of like that's kind of how I got my footprint in Boston, was essentially just being young and in Boston at a time where there wasn't black boxes for scanning fake IDs. You know what I mean?
I feel like Lebanese people are really well connected too.
Yeah,
You guys are really
we're
well
yeah.
connected.
I would say so too. It's
Like
kind of like
your community is very tight. Like the
100%.
Lebanese community, like they're there for each other 100%. They all want to grow together. They want to see each other like succeed 100%. Don't matter. Like if like from what I see from an outsider, like some people sometimes they have opinions about my culture, like the Brazilian culture and all. But like the Lebanese culture, from what I see, man, like you guys see each other. Like if your boy's doing better than you, that doesn't make you feel salty. That makes you feel as motivation to go chase even more.
yeah.
And where sometimes other cultures, they see people, they want you to see do well, but they don't want to see anyone doing better than you.
Yeah.
And that's the tough moments.
I hear you. I think something that I live by is I stand on the shoulders of giants. So like, I've always had older cousins that do what I'm doing now before me. So when you stand on the shoulders of giants, like these guys are so big now that, you know, that extra 6 feet on their shoulder, you're able to see ahead of them, see problems that they might not see. You're at a younger age. You're doing a little bit more of the legwork, but you get some of the knowledge that they might not have. So you kind of keep them updated. I mean, I would say like the Lebanese people are like kind of like a mafia, bro. At the end of the day,
Yeah, 100%.
they kind of take care of each other in ways that like
The Italians.
it really is a privilege, bro. Exactly.
How did you have that?
He's got it loaded, bro. He knew the Arabs were coming in right now. So, what you got next? I'm wondering.
So what really caught your eye in like kind of like that kind of nightclub vibe type of
Is that where you started?
scenario?
I didn't. I was working at Apple at college, so I was a technical expert, which is like one above a specialist. So there's like the salesman, and then there's the person right above them, who like basically repairs phones, but then like makes them buy a phone instead. That was like my objective. So my sales career started at iPhones. I was flipping phones. I was repairing phones on the side. I was buying iPhones, flipping iPhones, and the value of iPhones in Lebanon is like 3x. So
Brazil's
Just like
like
Brazil,
5x.
yeah. So like
crazy.
if I bought an iPhone here for $200
or more,
you
yeah.
know, I'd bring it to Lebanon, I'd sell for 500. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
No, Brazil's the same thing. It's crazy.
so that's what I was doing at like a young age, and then I went to UMass Boston, as I mentioned. I graduated, and the year of my graduation was 2020. So the job market was frozen. Everything went to shit. Obviously, nightlife was done.
Oh, yeah,
I couldn't
shit.
go out. Obviously, no one could go out.
What year was this?
2020.
2020.
So I graduated high school 16, graduated college in 20, and then everything came to a halt. So the year that you're expecting to like go to your biggest job or whatever, you're basically stuck at home. So imagine explaining to your parents like, yeah, for the next 2 years, like no one's hiring, right? Or whatever it is. So you got to kind of be creative. I ended up working at Boston University, and I started my master's program. And BU is paying for my master's program. So they gave me a salary. They gave me a budget to go to school, and it was my MBA program. So I was there for a year and a half, and then in the middle of it, I had like a quarter-life crisis. I was like 22 years old. I told my parents, I was like, yo.
Fuck all this.
Yeah, forget about it. Like, this is not for me. I think my end game at the time was like, go to Cali, go to New York, get a big tech job from Apple, and just ride into the sun in like some corporate job that pays well. They were paying me, like I was blessed at the time. Apple pays really well.
Yeah.
I've always heard that. Yeah.
And they give a lot of
Benefits too,
benefits.
yeah.
I had a stock plan. I had a 401k and healthcare. But I just wasn't happy at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I was subject to hours that.
You know, it was a temporary thing.
Right. So when I was working at BU and I was getting my master's, I was like, yo, I got to go back to Apple and I got to work my way up. I thought I'd be some marketing guru, and I was super into big technology. I knew everything about the iPhone inside and out, software, hardware, every laptop, OS. I was repairing phones, repairing laptops, talking to people all day. And then like in your community, you end up becoming like the tech guy. So like anyone that had an issue in their house, they're like, yo, like,
What do I do?
come to my house.
But
you know
that's
what I
good,
mean?
right? Because
Yeah.
like where the world is headed right now, like technology is just getting better and better. And if you know your way around it, it's just gonna benefit you at the end of the day.
100%. And then when I was at BU getting my MBA, I was like a little short on cash. So I was like, oh, I got to start like getting my next get up. You know what I mean? So COVID had just ended. Clubs and restaurants and everything's just started opening up. So Bijou nightclub opened up. And one of my family friends, his name is Waleed, he invited me to join the team. At one point, the staff was like 0. It was just the
as a promoter.
yeah, just as a promoter. I started as the doorman there.
Oh,
and
shit.
so I was standing outside, like Future said, 56 nights, just straight outside, handing my number out to whoever would walk by. So I'd work the door. Basically, you're the guy that's like selecting the people to walk into your nightclub. You got to be kind of a stickler with some, and then really open-minded with others. You know what I mean? So
That's the thing. They select the people who they want.
100%,
right?
Yeah, 100%. So that was like where I first learned what it takes to make a really good party. It all starts at the door. You know what I mean? If you have a bad doorman, you're gonna have a crowd that's very confused. You know what I mean? So you have a DJ. The DJ is the orchestra, right? He's got to read the room and then play what's making people dance. You know what I mean? A bad DJ is just going to play whatever he knows. A good DJ is going to look around him and figure out what's going on.
100%. Read the room.
Read the room. So the doorman, it really starts at the doorman. So if the doorman and the DJ are in sync, you know you're going to have a really good party, especially if people are walking in. So you end up learning what money looks like at the door, right? And you end up becoming kind of like,
Your box opens.
Yeah,
And
you
like,
become-
you literally,
yeah.
your world opens 100%
your world opens
because
up 100%. So, I mean, you could imagine in
what you
downtown
thought
Boston.
was a limit it's not the limit.
Exactly. So COVID, right? Everyone's outside now. Everyone's like, what's going on?
We need to do something.
We need to do something. They'd go to everyone would check out every nightclub. So you would get every walk of life. Like, oh, I'm going to see Bijou. I'm going to see Marielle. I'm going to see the Grand. I'm going to see this. I'm going to see that. I'm going to see the third. At that point, bro, I was giving out my number. This is how bad this is how down bad I was. I was giving out my number to like 200 or 300 people a night.
Holy shit.
And I was like, I got to be the best at what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you could imagine you're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Is that because you just needed as much clientele that you can get?
Yes.
And then from there, you basically start just dividing out, what fits the place and
I
all
think
that.
you
Exactly.
wanted
So-
to prove a point. Like, I got this.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, I think the energy was just so different then for being back outside. It was almost like everyone's first time clubbing. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you had memories of when you went clubbing last before COVID. It was almost like,
It was such a fresh thing.
yeah, it was just so cool.
It was a
at the
reset
time.
in every human's
100%.
life. Yeah.
So, like, when you'd hit them up, it'd be like a new experience. Like, hey, I'm Joe, I'm the door guy. Like, next time you come, let me know. And then before you know it, like, all these celebrities are coming, all these athletes are coming, and then all these girls are hitting you up, and all these guys want tables. And it was just like a concoction for success, right? Like, all these people are just coming together. So I started building my name for myself then. It was really, like, an interesting time. And then I worked my way up from that, at that point, 2.5 years ago now, almost 3. I'm the floor manager now, and I do real estate full time. So I pivoted, my Rolodex, which is basically like your contact book, into something totally different.
That's crazy, man. It's insane because, I mean, just the networking skills and everything like that, you got to a point. From what I can see, I mean, you did Apple to kind of solve that moment, solve what you needed to go in while college. You saw that there was a cap there. You're like, all right, I need to be outside. So now you go outside, you do everything you're doing. And then I feel like with the promoting, you kind of were like, all right, I think I reached, like, I squeezed
Bro,
this orange as much as I could.
That's sick.
And he's like,
realtor during the day, club manager club during
that's
the
my
night.
thing. And then
Y'all hiring? Shit.
and then you took your time and you're like, bro, I let me maximize my day. Let me go into real estate and use my networking skills. And before we get into real estate, let's go into a quick commercial break because this real estate story is going to be fire too.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Hey hip fam, ever walked into a room and just stopped to admire the stonework? That's exactly how I felt about our custom table from New View Granite. And let me tell you, it's more than just furniture. It's a centerpiece that transforms the whole space. New View isn't just about tables though. They're the masters of all things marble and granite. Countertops that turn your kitchen into a chef's dream. Bathroom vanities that feel like luxury spas. You name it. Their craftsmanship is unmatched. What I love about New View is the quality. You feel it in the smoothness of the marble, see it in the intricate patterns of the granite. Every piece is a testament to their commitment to excellence. When you invest in something from New View, you're not just upgrading your home, you're adding a story, a piece of art that stands the test of time. Our table isn't just amazing, it's a gathering spot for friends and family, a place where memories are made. If you're looking to bring that level of excellence and durability into your home, New View Marble and Granite is where your search ends. Quality that speaks, designs that last.
Ever had those days where no amount of coffee or sleep shakes off the fatigue? Same here. Then I found something that would change the game. Prime IV Hydration. It's not just an hydration, it's a boost of vitamins straight to your system. Imagine feeling rejuvenated, more energetic, and ready to tackle your day, all from a simple IV session. Whether it's fighting fatigue, needing the vitamin kick, or just looking to feel your best, Prime IV has your back, and trust me, What's up, guys? Quick story. After my car accident, I was pretty stressed, but then I found Ivan's Collision. Ivan himself made the difference. Sure, he works with all insurances, but it's the way that he treats you, like a friend, not just another car fix. He genuinely cares, and it shows. And because you're part of the HIP family, Ivan's offering an exclusive 15% off, no catch, just mention us. So if you need someone who understands you, check out Ivan's Collision. It's more than just a repair shop, it's a peace of mind.
Shama. And we're back.
He went for a quick piss break. That reposado caught him quick.
Eric, how crazy is that, bro? I mean, a whole party in the club starts with the doorman, too. There's a big influence.
That's what I was going to say, bro. Like, I would never think the doorman had any play in it. Like, 100%. I was like, what? Like, literally, like... But it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense because he knows what type of music is gonna pass by.
Some sketchy people.
Like for example,
too.
you see some techno music going on with the DJ. Asians pass by, bro, right there. Right? Asians love techno.
Yo, but not only that, too. I feel like you're at the door, you see some sketchy vibe. Sorry, you can't come in because you're wearing a hat. Or sorry, you can't come in because you're wearing a white shirt. Sorry, you can't come in because your shorts are ripped. Sorry, you can't come in because your shoes are black.
Oh, I feel you.
You know
I
what
didn't
I
even
mean?
think about that. The way they dress, too.
Yeah, I feel like they use that as an excuse. Because in Brazil, they do it like that, bro. Certain clubs in Brazil.
Even here, bro, if you go to a different, like, if you go to, like, a special club, like, for example, La Fabrica. I love La Fabrica. Shout out La Fabrica. But if you go there wearing, like, what you're wearing now, you're not going to get in.
I'll get in. The fuck? I'm Richie Santos. I always get in.
No.
Yo, but that's interesting. It really is because being still, I feel like we're just talking about, Joe, how the fact that, again, we never even thought about it that way, how like it all starts at the door, you know what I mean? And how important a job like that, even though sometimes people be like, oh, he's just a doorman. Nah, bro, trust me, he's doing a lot more than just being the doorman.
But Richie, like, kind of like even put out a point, like the way that people dress. You good? Is it time? Working? Yeah. So the way that people
fired.
The way that people dress, like you look how they dress, see if they can't even get in the club if they're very well dressed. I was telling Richie, like, if he goes like this to La Fabrica, he's not gonna go in.
Right.
What the fuck is hating on me, Joe? Would I get in right now anywhere I go?
Rip jeans though.
Maybe in Everett.
In Everett.
Yo, you guys really rashed on my
There's a nice bar. There's a nice bar in Revere, I think.
Yo, Everett, bro. He said that because you look brazzy as hell.
How am I brazzy? I'm wearing a Boston Marathon.
Very nice.
Anyways. All right. I mean, Joe, before we actually switch in to you going into real estate, which, again, that's a very, like, serious moment of your life where you go now trying to start a new career. I want to talk more about this club life.
Yeah, please do.
Because, like, a lot of times, man, I mean, the club life gets crazy, and you see so many different scenarios and all.
Can I ask him a question?
Yeah.
You said at 2020, basically that's when all the shit went to shit. Basically, COVID and all that. How was it when COVID was like done and like clubs started opening? Because all I think about is like animals inside of a cage, right?
How wild was it?
And you open in the cage, and then the animals just go out and just fucking fuck shit up.
I'm a numbers guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll put it very plainly for you. Everybody had money then. Everybody had money then. Nobody has money now.
Crazy.
So that dichotomy between 2 years inside, stacked up bread. Everybody had bread. The tabs that we were sending out were much, much different than the tabs we're sending out now. Very, very different.
What's the highest tab you've seen in the club on a night?
I mean, it really depends. I feel like sometimes we charge one person for an entire event for 300 people. And
I'm talking about like a table.
Oh, one individual table?
Yeah.
I've seen
like your big ballers. What's a regular night for them?
A 4-piece, 5-piece. Regular night.
Shit.
That's normal.
That's what I spent at a Sunrun event.
Yeah, you guys did a really good job. Yo, I'm so grateful.
Of course.
That was amazing, bro. That was so sick.
Bro, I talked to a lot of people. They were saying that was one of the best days of their life.
Bro, that was...
What, with the tips and everything?
No, not even
Like,
the
in
tits. I
general.
meant just like the vibes, bro.
Yeah.
It was just so
hell yeah,
strong.
no, that was crazy.
And
But like for the workers and people, they were like,
oh,
making
they were
money
so
on that.
grateful. I mean, dude, the
I
other thing
bet.
was, dude, I had called 15 bottle girls to come work that day, and they're like, bro, what do you mean I'm going to the club? It was a Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, it was
So
a
what do you mean I'm going to the
Tuesday.
club on a Tuesday at 3:30? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And
I
you're
was like,
it's
guys,
the sun run,
No, no.
guys.
Bro, I told you guys, everyone that booked a table, no minimum, no cover fee, just come have fun.
Bro,
And in my mind, I was like taking a risk. You know what I mean? I was like, shit, I made the club open early. I made them I had the ice luge. I had the pizzas come. I had the DJ book.
Sheesh, I
had
remember
the
the pizza. That shit was
bartenders.
fire.
I had.
Bro, that ice luge I walked in too, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, bro. I mean, and that's what I think Bijou is really good at, is a little wow factor. I think every once in a while you get a little wow.
Yeah.
And,
So to that.
oh, you were there?
I was there. We were all there.
We're all there. So Cisco,
Yeah.
Cisco came on our episode, and that event was
That
probably
was like 1 year ago today.
yeah.
It was
no,
like last May, right?
Holy
or some
fuck.
shit.
literally.
Really?
Yes.
No, last May or June. It was like late May, early June.
But anyways, he came here, and then a few weeks later, the Wiz Khalifa event happened, and he invited us to come in with the podcast
Mm-hmm.
and create some content and everything. And bro, we were literally like side by side table with Wiz Khalifa,
Yep.
smoking blunts, and like joints are going around and everything.
No,
it was crazy,
dude.
bro. That experience was insane. And
Yeah,
it's
you only,
like,
and in my personal opinion, you only get those experiences at Bijou or 51. You're not gonna go to like a
Drake
commercial.
went there, bro.
Yeah, we brought Drake through. That
Drake
was-
went there. He at least stepped into side 51, bro. He
Yep.
was there. Like
Yep.
that's fire. Like he didn't go to the Grand. He didn't go to anywhere else. He went to 51. Like he
Bro,
was there.
there's something about a boutique experience where you have a point of contact directly. I think at like, that's what Bijou's really good at, is that when you walk in, you feel like, this is my, when I see a customer, I say, this is my house, this is your house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, when you guys come and play, this is your house. You know what I mean? Make sure you feel at home. And that's how we get things going.
So is 51 and Bijou like the same or?
They're the same entity in terms of like the building and the
Yeah.
ownership.
Different
and,
vibes.
Yeah, but it depends. We'll have two different DJs going at one night. One is floor 2, 51, and one is
Yeah.
floor 3.
Bijou. Okay.
Floor 1 is Rock and Rye.
It's
It's
51
some bar.
like just recently opened, right?
That was
Like a year ago or something?
Yeah, a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. We're coming up on 2 years actually.
Now, Joe, I mean, our podcast is about being high in power. It's about experiences, it's about life experiences, struggles, and everything that's going on in your life. And how did you overcome that, right? I mean, what's the biggest challenge you dealt with when you first went into like the clubbing industry?
Yeah. I mean, I think about everything in terms of sports. I think there's a really good analogy, and you have to convince yourself that there's another promoter that is going to take your client. And in Boston in particular, it's such a small market for nightlife. We're fighting over the same 40 parties, 35 parties.
Oh shit.
So if one person hits and gets a quarter of the market share, they're going to actually own the night and everywhere else will be dead. So imagine every Thursday, Friday, Saturday is war. And it takes a village to go to war. You can't go to war alone. You can't, go with no weapons or no shield or no tools or no intel. You know what I mean? We got intel everywhere. I have visuals and audio in every single nightclub in Boston.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So I have friends that are going to other nightclubs telling me how it's going over there just to let me know why we're doing less and what loyal client of mine went across the street versus down, the way. So
does that make you feel some type of way though?
it's business.
It's business, right?
It's business, bro.
Yeah.
And you got to hate it and you got to love it. I mean, at the same time, I support those guys across the street too, because you'd be surprised. Some nights you booked your client 4 or 5 times in 2 months, and he's like, hey, bro, I want to switch the vibe. Do you know anyone else?
Oh shit.
Bro, I hear some of you guys have clients that spend about $250,000 a year in a club.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's true.
insane.
Yeah.
I heard that this weekend, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we have, and apparently, isn't there like a party that happens once a year with the big spenders? And I've heard about that too. Yeah, there's like a big spender party where the people who spend the most amount of money. They
But
all
you won't hear about it.
no,
No, it's very private.
it's a private party.
Unless you
private.
spend $250,000.
It's a private party for the big spenders in the club.
You don't talk about Fight Club.
It's crazy, bro. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, too, you guys don't understand the markups of a nightclub, right? And people aren't paying for bottles, and they're not paying for any of that.
Joe, were you a nightclub like guy before you joined the nightclub industry?
I had family involved in nightclub.
But were you never involved?
Never involved. I
Why?
mean, bro, I'm 25 years old. How involved could I have been at
I get you.
20?
Oh, yeah, true.
Or 19. You know?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm turning 26 this August, so like, I had cousins that were running the game. You know what I mean? Running every single door in TD, Fenway, this, that, the third. And then I have now family members that own the nightclub I work at, or different areas of the city.
What would you say is your biggest networking takeaway from the club industry?
The richest person is wearing the most humble things, and the poorest person is wearing the flashiest.
The flashiest.
So you never know who you're going to stumble across, and don't ever take someone's visuals for granted. That's very important. I think, and I learned that lesson the hard way. Remember, I told you guys I run the door.
Yeah.
Sometimes you meet somebody, he comes in a white tee and some slacks. Then all of a sudden he tells you he's from Latin America and his dad does #1 exportation in gold.
Jeez.
You don't know unless you ask. But if you asked me at the time, I would have rejected him from the door. You know what I mean? So never take anything for granted. Every relationship is worth it.
Do you think that helped you with the relationships you see today? Like it doesn't matter what a person's wearing or what you learn how to judge that better. You're like, it doesn't matter.
100%. I think also and you guys gotta understand my point of view to understand what I do for a living. The same people that are spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a night in a nightclub are the same people that are renting in Boston for $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month. So the demographic that walks in and the demographic that matches my industry are very similar. So the leads just keep coming.
Yeah.
So it translates very well from one to another. So if they're like, oh, I have a trusted advisor at my nightclub, and then in the morning after he's hungover, he wants to visit me for a tour at 3 o'clock, it just works. It just works.
It works.
Yeah, it just works. So there's a lot of translation between both industries. And ironically, you're going to see a lot of nightclub promoters or industry people translate into real estate just because they're able to build that Rolodex. And the funny part about it is who people are at night and who they are in the day are two different people. So you might have a kid that came from Latin America and he's, had the time of his life and he was so messed up and everyone was going crazy and this, that, and the third. But then in the morning when we're touring Millennium Place, he's sharp and suited and
it's a whole different type of person.
Two different people.
Yeah.
So me personally, I got to be two different people.
Yeah.
In the nightclub, I'm your best friend. I'm your best friend. I'm your best friend. I'm making sure you're happy, making sure you got in easy. But then when it comes to business, these are my requirements. This is what I cost. This is my fee. This is that. I need this document signed. I need guarantor forms, proof of income, student verification, identification. The list goes on and on.
What would you say is your biggest challenge in the nightlife career?
I think the biggest challenge is going to be growing business. The nightlife industry has the same 50, 60, 70 people going to the same places. So it's not like Miami. In Miami, you're going to have worldwide access.
Yeah.
If I was a nightclub at the time when I was really honed in on the door, that's, by the way, where everything started for me. It's just the door. Night in, night out.
You meet everybody.
Bro, I was working there in February 16th in 5-degree weather. Jeez. Snowing.
Jeez.
Ski mask on.
Ski mask.
You know what I mean? It was me, 4 or 5 other Lebanese guys just standing at the door, huddled up, talking about business, life, opportunity. We were just standing on the street at the end of the day. That's 4 or 5 Leb guys standing on the street. And those days were fun, bro. At the time, it was miserable, right? But
yeah.
Now you look back on it, you're like, damn, I wish I could press rewind.
The humble beginnings, right?
And mind you, I'm acting like I'm a vet, but I've only been doing this for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I haven't been around. Some of these guys I know have been doing this 15, 20, 25 years.
But I feel like it's not about the time. It's about what you do with your opportunity, man. At the end of the day, you took so many lessons off your networking experiences and everything you were going through and all the struggles and the tough moments that no matter what, you kept moving and you kept using that to push you forward instead of using that to dismotivate you, right? Where that defers you, which is a question that I wanted to ask you. I mean, how are you able, what's the difference between an example, a Joe, a guy who focuses, who takes the nightlife and he sees it as an opportunity, and the guy who comes into the nightlife and simply it becomes a distraction? What differs you from a successful promoter and a promoter that gets distracted?
Yeah. One of my OGs said this to me one time, and I hope it resonates with you guys. Basically, it's nightlife is golden handcuffs that are busted down, okay? But your hands are behind your back. Now, what I have on my wrist behind my back is very, very expensive. But if someone punches me in my stomach, I can't defend myself. I got to take the hit and just swallow it and move on. My hands are behind my back with golden handcuffs. So it's one of those things where the guy punching me in the stomach is like, I can take advantage of him. I can make him feel like shit. I can put him down, X, Y, Z. But I know in my mind, I'm like, my hands are behind my back, but I have $300,000 handcuffs on. So who's really the sucker? And what makes you think at the end of the day is I just got to be quiet, smile, have a good attitude, come into this with the best intentions, give them the benefit of the doubt. And everything is very customer facing. At the end of the day, I'm a customer guy, right? I love the service industry. I feel like if I can provide you a service for free, in the end, no matter how you put it, you're going to get something in exchange. And
it's just life. It's
just life.
That's
and
karma.
Dude, I've done favors for people that I'll never get back.
Yeah.
And as a result,
but life will give you back.
Life gives you back tenfold, bro.
Yeah.
And you never know what's going to come your way. You know what I mean? So, like, every week is different for me. I think that's the thrill of nightlife, is every night is different.
But what keeps a guy like you that knows how to, like, again, keep on that line, and the motherfucker who goes in as a promoter ends up fucking up his whole life because he's in a promoting environment and he gets lost? What's the biggest difference between that guy that's focused and the guy who gets fucking completely lost in that environment? What do you think? What keeps people from not fucking up?
Yeah. I think it's like...
That line is so thin.
It is thin. And
it's discipline, man.
It's discipline, bro. At the end of the day, I know so many nightclub promoters, bro. There's two types of people, probably. And I'm generalizing. And I don't mean to talk smack about my peers because I love and adore all of them. And I need them.
It's a reality, bro.
I need them.
Yeah.
I need guys like that. But the person I'm talking about is the person that's going to get chewed up and spit out by the industry. And
by the people.
By the people. And they become a yes man.
That's okay.
Yeah. So you're going to see people that just say yes to everything.
You can't please everybody.
Can't please everybody. They're getting invited 4 or 5 nights out, and they say yes to everything, and they feel like they have an opportunity everywhere.
Drugs.
Right, and drug. And once you go down that path, you end up getting distracted by the light, right? Like everyone has tunnel vision, but you got to make sure the tunnel is focused on the light.
Especially there, that tunnel's very thin.
Some people's tunnels are very dark, brother. Very, very dark. And once they go down that path, they got to just stop, realign, find the light, and walk down that path instead. So it's tough, bro. I mean, luckily I've been blessed by a bunch. The difference is I have a bunch of friends that would ruin my life if I ever took a path like that, and a bunch of OGs who would not let me work where I'm working
if they knew that
I was taking that path,
capable of doing what
right.
you're doing. Yeah. So would you say that the nightlife is not for everybody? Like working in that environment, it's not for everybody.
No, absolutely not.
You need to have the right mindset.
You need to have the right mindset, but you also have to be ready to work 7 days a week. I might only and I'll explain to you guys another aspect about nightlife. You might only work Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Excuse me. And we're open from 10 to 2. Of that 10 to 2, you're only really busy from 12 to 2. So for the first 2 hours, you're doing nothing besides working the phone, texting people, having a drink, whatever. But for the last 2 hours, it's game time. Either people are coming and they're matching what you said or not. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're working the phone 2-3 hours a day, telling people, hey, you got to meet me here. This is the event. This is who I'm going to be with. This is the celebrity that's coming. This is the DJ that's coming. This is the people that you're going to expect there. These are the ticket links. This is the flyer. So many different questions. And then never mind the club. You have people asking, oh, where do I go to dinner before? So the club, it's good for 10 to 2, but then you have...
You out here giving a whole schedule to people,
bro.
Man.
I get texts for hotels. I get texts for dinner reservations. I get texts for private parties. I get texts for booking DJs. The list goes on and on. The services. I mean, I've just booked a couple security for a graduation party for no reason, like
because you know the connection.
Yeah, just because you know people. So people need these services, but like I don't get paid for it. It's just favor for him, favor for this.
Yeah, but you're helping them, and then in the future, they're definitely gonna look for
whatever
you.
Service you have to offer them, they're gonna be more open to because you helped them one day.
100%, 100%.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man.
I mean, bro. The other thing is I take joy in is like I'm an event planner. I know how to make people happy. And the reason why is like, I know what I want when I walk into a restaurant. I know what I want when I walk into a nightclub. I know what I want to experience when I walk into anywhere. So if it doesn't match that, or I can't match it for you, let me know why. I'll make sure the next time around we get it right. You know what I mean? My standards are pretty high. I'm a very picky guy. I complain about everything. Will I complain in front of you or in front of you? No. Probably not. But when I put my head down at night, I'm like, oh, what could have went right? What went wrong? And this, that, and the third. You end up figuring it out.
Yeah, bro. But it shows that you go above and beyond, man. And you going above and beyond for people. It doesn't matter if it's in your line of, trade or whatever it is. But like for example,
it translates to your industry too.
100%. That's what I'm saying. It's just like you're literally going out your way for something that you have no, if you didn't want to do it, like you didn't have to, but you did, and that really shows people that they can, trust you and 100%. Really, and always come back to you, whether it's, that restaurant or the club. It's sick, bro.
For you guys though, I mean, like it's kind of the same analogy. It's like you guys knock doors and do solar. But how many times have you referred an electrician, a roofer, a fence guy, a gardener, a construction guy, whatever it is? So, and most times you don't get paid off of it.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm more than happy to do that for you because I know at the end of the day, I'm going to get a referral or I'm going to get the next opportunity to execute whatever it is that I have to do.
We actually had Abbas. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, but he goes, your network is your net worth. And that's 100%, man. I say that a lot 100%. To my friends. Yeah. The people you know is a lot more important than who you are. At the end of the day, of course, being a nice person, being a real person, having values, being authentic, being honest, not causing bad to anyone, that's very important. But the people that man, can take you so far in life and network and just connections and relationships. I believe they're very important.
100%.
Yeah, and one thing that we always say here at the podcast too, man, surround yourself, with people that truly want to see you succeed. And like you said, the people around you will never let you get off the trails, the train tracks or whatever it is, bro. It's just, it's truly humbling, man, because, we need more people like that in our life, man, because a lot of people just see you going off the rails and be like, oh, let me join.
Right.
Let me go cause the chaos.
Now, Joe, how did the transition happen to the point where you fell into real estate?
Mm-hmm. I think I was almost wanting more for myself. I felt like the skills that I've acquired from the nightlife could have translated into something to make me a fortune. Mind you, of course, I'm still on that journey, and every day is practice.
When did you start real estate?
I am coming up on 1.5 years.
What inspired you the most to go into it?
Again, going back to standing on the shoulders of giants, the same guys that I used to look up to when I was a kid, started in the nightlife industry and transitioned into real estate. And then, my dad got involved in real estate. My aunts and uncles got involved in real estate. Of course, though, ironically speaking, the same time that I started nightlife was the worst time for nightlife. And then all of a sudden we saw this crescendo. Same thing for me with real estate.
Yeah.
The worst time that I started was in real estate, and then I'm hoping that's when we're gonna have a crescendo. So it's in my mind, I'm like, if I can get good at these things in the bad times,
imagine when things are good.
Exactly, imagine when things are good. So don't get me wrong, I've been blessed in real estate. I've been so creative and provided a lot of services to a lot of people. It's just a matter of when things are good, I haven't been around. Right? In 2019, 18, 17, I wasn't a real estate agent.
When rates were 3.9.
Right. So,
don't we all miss the 2.7 rates?
Yeah. I mean, you'll pencil deals out for real estate now and nothing is making sense.
Crazy,
so,
bro, I know.
I can't even imagine when things are good, right? So I have all these people up my sleeve for...
Do you believe that challenges build the best characters?
Yeah, I think challenges build the best characters, but I also think that in bad times, you need a little bit of pain to figure out the best deals. There are still deals going on right now, right? You just need to build pain. And as sad as this sounds, whether it's someone passed away or divorce or children moving out or children moving in or marriages or, really happy times or really sad times is what creates demand. So I've gotten really good at calling. I mean, real estate is all glitter and gold on the outside, and then when you get into the core of it, it's really a sales job.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know, where the worlds got blended, where oh my God, real estate people make so much money and it's also pretty and it's a very, very dirty industry. It's very foul.
It's a conniving industry.
People
it's
stab you in the back. Yeah, you're
competitive as hell.
Very competitive.
Yeah.
People are not loyal. Nothing is there to support
Bro,
you.
sales in general is a very conniving
Yeah.
industry. No matter what sales you're in, it's super conniving. It's super, like, at the end of the day, sharks are there.
100%.
Blood is in the sea.
100%.
And if you smell blood,
Competition.
you got to chase it.
100%.
Because if you don't eat.
Yeah. And then, the other thing I say is the only way to swim with sharks is to jump right in.
That's it.
And I feel like as a young man, obviously, we're all young.
Yep.
Think about the people that have been doing what we've been doing for 10 years. They see a guy like us, he jumps in head first. He kind of sweats a little bit. He's saying, this guy next to me, he might know something I don't know, or he's doing something I'm not doing.
But I like the aspect that you said about, pain truly, drives people, man, because, especially the people that are watching now, man, a lot of people say that, they're scared of the pain. They're scared to feel the pain. They think the pain is bad. But if you look the other way, if you look at the other side, bro, the pain could truly drive you. The pain drives me, man.
I was going to say, even us, we deal with that on a daily,
man.
bro. We're scared of moments.
For me, man, pain is like truly, it's what really drives my whole life, man. I literally have to feel the pain to figure out where to go and how to get about there, and it's just how it works.
Eric's kind of crazy.
Cheers
though.
to that, bro.
Eric's kind of tapped, bro. I feel like Eric, he'll be on like the perfect trail. He'll be like chilling, doing well. He'll just look at himself and be like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Bro, don't do that. You're good. You're doing good. Relax."
Nah.
He's like, "No pain."
The other thing is, dude, Eric, and this goes to your point, bro. When was the last time that you worked your absolute hardest? And let me guess, it was when you were in the most debt and you were the most hated.
Facts.
Is the only time that you'll ever go the hardest.
When all odds are against you.
When you have no other options.
When your back's against the wall,
yeah,
and your boys aren't talking to you, and your girl hates you, and your bank account's on zero, and we've all been there, bro. And that is the moment where you're like, I have to pivot. Yeah. I gotta do something else.
So let me ask you this, Joe. I mean, with these transitions, COVID, clubbing, real estate, doing all this, you definitely had at some point, I don't care who you are, I don't care how well of a life you have, I don't care how connected you are, whatever it is the person's situation is, this goes for everybody. We all go through that moment where we're in our room and we're thinking with ourselves and we're like, fuck, like, what do I do? Like, everything's going wrong. Like, life is tough right now. What does Joe Karam. So I said it right. Karam. What does Joe Karam do in those moments? Well, what are your thoughts? Where do you go for? Are you a spiritual person? Like, what brings you back to earth in the moments where you're getting lost in your own brain and you're going through a tough moment?
I'm definitely a spiritual person. I think.
What are your beliefs?
First and foremost, I believe God is amazing, and I think Jesus is our Lord and Savior.
Sure.
But with that being said, I also think He gave us free will.
Yes.
And there's two sides to that coin. That, God is going to bless you, but only if you plant the seeds for your own fruits. But you got to plant the seed first.
You harvest what you plant.
You got to harvest what you plant.
Yeah.
And I think we're all in control of our own destiny. I believe in some sort of manifestation. I think I'm a great fortune teller. I think I can tell you where I'm going to be in a couple of years. And I definitely think that confiding in your loved ones is the easiest thing you can do. And I think there's a bunch of steps that you have to take personally before you ever go to therapy or crash and burn or crash out or whatever. I think drinking water, I think praying, I think working out, I think connecting with people is all very important. And you have to do all of those things before you end up at the rock bottom. So thankfully, I've had a great support system. My parents, love them to death. My girlfriend, I love her. My best friends, I love them. My OGs, I look up to them. But it really just depends on executing, waking up every day with like a zest for life, an eagerness to get out there. And
that purpose.
Yeah, that purpose. And I kind of realized things were shifting my way when people started asking me for advice, and I'm like, dude, I don't have it all figured out yet. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm doing.
I feel you.
And you'd be shocked, right? Like, I remember asking my OGs for advice and, like, being like, how don't you have all the answers for me? Why can't you tell me what you did or whatever? And now I'm, like, kind of getting older, and these younger guys are coming up to me asking me, hey, like, what should I do? And I'm like,
figure it out.
Yeah, like
That's the best way to learn.
Yeah, no, 100%. And
Bro, I saw a phrase today that really, really, really impacted me, and it was something that it hit me hard, and it said that luck will find you on the way, but luck will never wake you up.
100%.
Luck will find you like as you're walking the path,
as you're moving forward,
but it's never gonna wake you up to move forward.
Yeah. No, I know. It's,
okay.
You get it? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
He's
So
saying,
it's
like,
like
the-
lots of
yeah.
times people think that people are lucky just because like that opportunity hit them. But bro, people been preparing for that opportunity for so long that
They've been working for
they've
that
been working
opportunity.
so hard to achieve whatever the fuck they want.
So would you really call it luck?
It is, dude. There's such thing as luck with preparation. Because certain opportunities can show up for you that don't ever show up for me, and that's luck. But if you're not prepared, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. But that's exactly what I'm trying to describe here right now. Me and you, an opportunity can show up to you, and you're not prepared, you're not ready to see that is an opportunity, and you're gonna brush it off. Like my dad always said something: the horse will only come in front of you once, fully ready for you to jump on it and dip. But if you let that horse run away, that's on you, buddy.
Yeah.
You didn't choose to see that opportunity. And before we see all the fucking amazing opportunities you got into real estate, let's go for another quick break.
Let's do it.
So picture this, your car, clean as a whistle every single week without lifting a finger. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, not anymore, thanks to Auto Tycoon. Here's the scoop. For $99 a month, they've got you covered. Weekly washes, no scratches, no worries. It's like giving your car a spa day every week. Honestly, it's the little things, right? Driving around, feeling good about how shiny your car is without stressing about the small stuff. If you're like me and just want your car to look its best without the hassle, Auto Tycoon's a game changer. Trust me on this one. Power fam, just had to share this find with you. Ever been on the lookout for that go-to spot for your design needs? I've discovered my treasure trove, R&V Sports Graphic Design. Sipping coffee from my favorite mug this morning, the one with the hip design, that's their handiwork. And this comfy hoodie I've practically lived in, yep, that's R&V magic too. They've got me covered from my wardrobe to my business cards, signs, and even those eye-catching flyers. The best part isn't just the awesome stuff they create, it's how they make you feel part of the creation process. Chatting with them, you'd think that it's just hanging out with friends who'd happen to be insanely good at bringing you ideas to life. So if you're trying to make your brand stand out with that personal touch, hit up R&V. Trust me, it's like unlocking a whole new level of business and personal style. R&V Sports Graphic Design, turning your vision into reality, one amazing design at a time.
And we're back. I mean, Joe, what an amazing story so far. So many experiences, so many lessons to be learned. It's sick, man, because it's cool to see how you took an environment that could completely, lots of times people see, oh my God, it's such a toxic environment, such a hard environment to be inside of. There's so many bad things going on. But you found that as an opportunity for you to excel, for you to learn about networking, for you to learn about people, for you to learn about challenges. And not only that, you went into that industry when everything was going wrong, and then you jumped into real estate. Yeah. Now, real estate comes to show that a lot of the skills you learned from the club world and entertainment world helped you out with real estate 100%.
Yeah.
What would you say is your biggest takeaway from the real estate game that helped you out with from the clubbing world that helped you out with the real estate game?
At the end of the day, it's the hospitality. And I think the formalities that I come to people with, and I'm really big on keeping my word. I think keeping your word and being honest and doing truthful business and setting the right expectations up front from the first point of your relationship is so important.
Would you say that you under promise and over deliver?
100%. Yeah, 100%. As soon as you start giving false news and telling them, I'm going to do this and that and the third, or the price is this much, or this, you lost them.
That's what me and Richie do, especially, in the solar industry. It's like, we kind of trying to, we're not there to paint a beautiful picture for them, compared to the other companies.
Right.
The other company be, oh my God, we'll cover this,
Right.
that. We'll sell you the world, and you're
Right.
always you're gonna be good for the whole time of the solar, right?
Right.
Wow, we're over there like literally telling them, hey, we don't even know if we can work with you yet, this and that,
Yep.
let's see what we can help
Yeah.
you with, but this is an estimate, and
Right.
like just being real, bro, because I feel like
100%.
you being real and you sticking to your word, that's gonna bring you a long way.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, too, and goes right directly to your point, I ended up thinking at a young age that everything and everybody was like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But now as I've matured in business, I almost stiff-arm people from joining me on my business ventures.
You're more selective.
I'm more selective on where I want to spend my energy and my time.
What do you mean?
Stiff-arming kind of goes and alludes to the idea that if someone wants to do business with you, it's on your terms and conditions, not theirs. So I would almost chase people down for the nightlife or for real estate and almost think of them as a pot of gold like that I'm chasing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I got to get to the end of the rainbow. But now I'm almost in a lane where I'm like, let's make sure you're worth my time. Once the terms and agreements have come together and we're a good fit, then we'll, go on that journey together. So that's grown my business plenty because you
become more selective, and when you become more selective, you now serve to a certain community.
100%.
And people appreciate that better than the person who serves everybody.
Exactly. So, I mean, I used to take everything and everybody and try and figure it out. Now I'm like, let's narrow this down. Let's shave the fat off the meat. Let's get down to what I do. Let's tell you what I charge and let's tell you what I provide. And if those two things match, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm not really in the business of...
Do you think like kind of like chasing those people, you're just wasting your time, and that time that you're wasting chasing them, you could be gaining some like more clientele?
Yeah, 100. I mean, it's almost like the more clients you acquire, the more services you want to provide. But at the same time, the more clients you have, the more your back is turned to give a quality service to the first person that you spoke to.
Feel you.
So you have
your attention switches, right?
Yes.
That's why you stop thinking about the people that you're already handling, and
Yes.
started running after somebody you don't even have.
Yes, exactly. So in the beginning, I used to think, oh my God, I have all these qualified leads, all these people on the hook. And then you start to realize you're like, whoa, my friends aren't paying my bills. Just because I know you doesn't mean you're going to use me. There's 6 other guys like me waiting outside, knocking on your door, or giving you my business card. There's 6 or 7 of them in every industry. And they look like me, they dress like me, they talk like me, they walk like me. The difference is if I say something, I'm going to honor it, and I'm going to match your energy. And anything I quote you is going to be delivered. And that's the trust and the responsibility that you have as a salesman.
Fire.
You got to do what you're going to say you're going to do.
Yeah.
As soon as things feel shaky or things change, it's gonna be a little bit of it's gonna be a different story.
Yeah.
So I think that's very important. Is and even in nightlife, right? Like you tell somebody, oh, your table's gonna be $500, then they walk in, they get smacked with $2,000. We've all been there. I've been there. You've been there.
We all have.
You've been there.
But I feel like that minimum at the club is just like an incentive. Right? That minimum in the club is just an incentive. Yeah, come over here, just spend a minimum of $500. But at the end of the day, they're not just gonna spend $500, man. They're gonna definitely spend like more than that.
No, you don't get it. You spend $500 while you're sober. Once you hit a few drinks, you spend $2,000.
Exactly.
But it's because you're having a fun time, and that's not you guys' fault. That's dude. At the end of the day, bro, it's not the club's fault at all. Because, bro, once we're having a good vibe. We're having a good
money's
vibe.
off the table.
We're going to have a good
Money's off the
vibe.
table.
And dude, it's just the thing. And I play that a lot. I'll compare that to my poker world, right? I mean, I play poker. I'm a big poker player. I go out to the casino on a weekday to play poker, bro. I love poker. It's my thing. And this guy, dude, I met his guy sat next to me, man. He started talking to me about poker. He's like, Rich, why do you play poker? And he's like, as we're playing. He's like, why do you play poker? And he's like, do you play for the sport or for the money? And I say, I kind of like more of the sport about it, the adrenaline and everything.
You gotta love
about
the
it.
craft.
Yeah. And he was like, good, because I'll tell you this. There's 2 types of people. There's the people who are going to play poker, who are going to let it become a thing that brings them down. And there's people going to play poker for the sport and enjoy the moment. Mm-hmm. And if you're not willing to lose the money for the entertainment that you're living in that moment,
Right.
why play?
Right.
Don't play for the money that you want to make.
Yep.
If you're playing poker, you have to be willing to lose that money as an entertainment. Like you're paying to have fun in that moment. If you win, that's a plus.
Right.
But if you go home losing, it's okay because now I spent 2, 3, 4 hours, 5 hours playing,
Right.
and I'm willing to pay that much to live the entertainment of me, just like a concert.
I agree.
Just like you go to a concert and you enjoy a concert, you jump around. I'm enjoying that moment of entertainment of playing poker.
100%.
So if you're not willing to spend the money of the entertainment at the club, don't even go for it. If you can't afford to live that entertainment time. That's the biggest thing where I can compare that with the nightlife too. Because if you want to go in there and count pennies, bro, why are you even fucking there?
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
I mean, the other thing is too is like the upfront costs for anything are never really the costs.
Yeah.
There's the opportunity cost. If I tell somebody, oh, this apartment is $4,000, right? On Zillow, it looks like it's 4K only. Oh, I can just rent this place for 4,000. That's not the case.
Yeah.
You have the first month, you have the last month, you have the security deposit, you have the broker's fee, you got the utilities, then you got parking, then you got a pet, then you got then you got Spotify, then you got Netflix.
You gotta
then
buy a house after that
right.
shit.
So people are walking into apartments nowadays for 15, 25,000. Sometimes, you know, I've done a sale for 35,000 just for a rental.
A rental a month?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's insane.
No, 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 no.
35,000?
Again, I'm not giving you the upfront cost.
Oh, the upfront cost $35K.
Right. Yeah. So
Oh,
like,
okay,
let's
okay,
say
okay.
the rental's 10K.
Yeah, holy
First
shit, that's
month,
still
the
a
last
lot.
month, the security deposit, the broker's fee. You got utilities.
Bro.
Then you got to maintain the place. Then you got a pet. Then you got parking. Then you got the valet guy you got to tip every once in a while. Then you got your homeboy that's coming parking at your spot. Then you got the bro.
10K a month for rent?
You'd be surprised.
Jesus.
You'd be
gotta be a
surprised.
baller, man.
And so, you know, don't ever take an honest real estate agent for granted, because when I get somebody in a tour, they're like, "Oh yeah, you know, I have $4,000." It's like, no, I need $25,000 in 3. You got 9 days. There's another guy coming to do it. I'm not representing. So this is the real cost.
If you want to earn it,
Same
you
thing
gotta
with the
make it
table.
happen.
You come into my nightclub. You tell me, "Oh, I want to, you know, it's my birthday." I'll say, "Oh, $2,000 minimum, 10, 15 people." Okay, fine. You got the service fee, you got the gratuity, you got the taxes. That's 6%, 20%, 7%. Then you got, oh, I ordered Red Bulls and waters. Oh, and my boy bought me a champagne. And all of a sudden we went from 2,000 to 3,500 real quick.
Yeah.
But I'm the type to tell you right up front, this is what it's going to cost you. This is what it looks like. And then, oh, dude, all my people already got in. But, oh, this one girl, she's outside. Oh, okay. Now I'm in the club. I got to run down, grab this girl, comp her at the door for $40, take it out of that, then go upstairs.
So you use that all for real
Right.
estate too.
So it's like, you guys got to imagine, oh, you had a $2,000 minimum. Some people think, oh, I thought I was spending $2K. No, I'm the type to give you it up front. $2K, tip, tax, service fee. You want a Red Bull, you want a water. Okay, cool. You want a mixer. Okay, oh, you want a DJ to shout you out. Oh, the DJ needed whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it all tallies up. So I think honest business is the truest form of good business and
Fire.
repeat business. You know what I mean? So I deliver a product the same way I'm going to, you know, up
Now,
front tell you about it.
With real estate, what has been? I mean, you show homes, right? You show apartments and all these, and you have all these experiences with
No,
different.
but
types
you show like big buildings too,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
like flats, penthouses,
Yeah.
and everything. What has been your craziest
Shit.
experience with someone while showing a home?
I recently had a okay, so this is a great example, and this goes back to your guys' industry.
Yeah.
I sold a home in Abington,
Okay.
and there was panels on this place. So I'm like, okay, I mean, there's probably PPA here, right? Out of the 20-year agreement, they were like 13 years in.
Oh shit.
So
It's not PPA.
They got a great electric bill.
Okay.
This guy's happy.
fire.
Now, he's like, yo, deposit sent, offer sent, we're under agreement. He's like, yo, actually, I got to sell my house in Brockton before this deal goes through. And I'm like, you need to sell a home before we execute? We should have made that a contingency, not just like on the fly within the 30
Which
days.
in the
that
real
we're
estate game, everything has to be on the fucking contract,
On the clock.
on the agreement.
But that was good for you, no?
no.
No, it wasn't, because I need to check by the 3rd. Bro had to sell a house by the 7th.
But wouldn't you be able to sell that house for him?
Listen to here's the twist and the quirk, and this is the craziest thing ever. Solar City got acquired by Tesla, right?
Yeah.
The panels on the house are Solar City.
Sheesh.
The lawyer calls me. He's like, yo, there's a PPA agreement. I got to transfer over to the new homeowner, whatever. Tesla would not pick up the phone, bro, to transfer this agreement. They're not picking up the phone.
You're not the first one I hear that.
So I'm like, I got to sell a house in Brockton. I got to get a solar agreement transferred over with, by the way, Tesla, I think, has no one working there. And please don't sue us. Like,
No, yeah.
I think they got 6 employees running all of America on solar. I don't know what.
Yo, I'll say this. Don't sue us, but Elon Musk, wake the fuck up because your Tesla game is going down, bro. I mean, your solar panel game is going
Hey guys,
down.
this is another reason why you gotta choose
Sunrun.
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 No, if it was Sunrun, it would have transferred in 15, 20 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
I was
One piece of
35
paper.
Shama.
35 minutes a day on hold. Okay, you can only spend so much time on the phone on hold. Okay, first day, 40 minutes, fine. Nothing happen. Next day, 40 minutes, fine, nothing happened. Third day, I finally get the transfer guy to get a hold of me.
Finally.
And I'm selling the house the next day. So, like, this house won't sell unless that transfer's over.
Transfer, yeah.
So, ironically, the house in Brockton sold. The cash hits his account. Solar City ended up transferring me to Tesla. Tesla transferred over to the new company, to the new homeowner, and everything hit the same day before closing day. It all went through the next day, and I was legit sweating for 21 days straight. Yeah,
Jesus.
So
Right
that was
on the
like
line.
the craziest,
Experience you had.
100%. So there's so many players. I mean, to buy a house or to transfer solar. I mean, you got to think about. Like, if you want to put solar on your house, you got to get the SOW guys in there, then the transfer agreements in there.
Yeah.
And then
What do you love the most about selling real estate?
every day is different. I think that's kind of why I didn't go the Apple route or the corporate route. Was every day is different. Sometimes I'm negotiating leases for restaurants. Sometimes I'm doing.
You do commercial too?
I do commercial.
Oh shit, you got licensed in both.
That's what I was. That was kind
I
of.
do commercial leases.
Yeah.
I do luxury rentals. I sell homes. I'm everywhere.
Was your family involved in real estate before you went in? Like in like the selling aspect of it, not just investing in it, but in the aspect of like on the other side of the book.
Yeah, not directly associated with me. I've had extended family members that have done all the above, but
direct relationship.
No.
You're the
Mom,
first. You're
dad,
the first
sister,
one
brother,
going into,
first cousin. No.
to like the retail side of it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean that also came with people trusted me at the nightclub or certain restaurants.
Bro, yeah, I mean,
I mean they understand what it takes to the cost associated, right? Sometimes you go into a commercial lease on Newberry Street. Those guys are signing a lease for 10 years straight.
I mean, bro, if you have someone spending $30,000 on the table, he definitely has $30,000 to put down on a home.
Right.
So that was the smartest move you could have done.
Yeah. I mean, things are hard, bro, at the end of the day. In this economy, too, I mean, nothing pencils out. Nothing's making sense. You just really have to be creative.
Yeah, that's basically what ties into what I was gonna ask you, bro. Because I have so many friends that are in the real estate business, are realtors and all that stuff, and they always tell me, hey, right now is not a good time to buy.
Right.
Or it is, and at the end of the day, man, I really want to know like what keeps you going, man. What keeps you going? Like what really makes you want to still be in the real estate game and still want to be better at it. Going through all these little hiccups, and especially with the high rates and this and that, it's not a good time, and it is a good time, and that uncertainty.
I was about to say so much uncertainty.
Much uncertainty. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is too, bro. It's like you go to your weed plug or your milkman. They're always gonna want to sell you milk or weed or whatever it is, right? You go to the solar guy. It's always a good time to get solar, right?
100%.
You need a real estate agent that's gonna come up with a strategy for you, and some of the strategies that even I've come up with is like someone comes up to me like, yo, I have a penthouse here. I know it's worth $3 million or I know it's worth $2 million. And it's like, hey, bro, why don't you rent it out for a year, make it an investment property, sell it in a year when the market might be better. Once you sell it, because it was for rent on an investment property, you can now 1031 exchange it into another investment property that's double the price. Don't pay any capital gains tax and move on with your life. So now I'm like, oh, okay. The guy that came to me for $3 million sale, I could have been selfish and said, sign here. I can make $120,000 in 60 days and move on. But he's not going to get top dollar. But because I'm like, let's put it on the back burner, bro. Let's put it up for rent. Let's make it an investment opportunity. And then in a year or two, when that, you've collected the rental income, you can do a 1031, sell, and pay no capital gains taxes. Guess what? Maybe in a year and a half or 2 years, now I have somebody that wants to sell their house and buy another. So now it's two deals.
It's not just about making a deal in that moment. It's about building a strategy for so they can succeed in the long term. 100%.
The best realtors are going to make you money. The worst realtors are going to make you buy now or buy when it's convenient for them or for you.
Oh, shit.
So you got to also understand that in a 1031 exchange, not only am I selling your house, but I might represent you in buying the next
Buying
investment
and selling,
property.
it's a double whopper.
So
Yeah.
in my mind, I'm like, okay, would I put off the 50 or 60 grand or whatever it is that they sell for now and potentially make 175 grand in 2 years or 3 years? That's my long-term goal, is like, let me advise you correctly. Let me actually tell you what's going on. Let me tell you the upfront costs. Before you know it, bro, even if you're a cash buyer and you can buy a place in full in Boston, you're going to have your HOA, you're going to have your taxes. If your place is going to cost you $1 million for a 2-bed, 2-bath in, let's say, TD or North End, you're like, cool, that's all fine and dandy, but you might pay for it cash, but guess what? You're still paying $2,000 or $3,000 a month in condo fees and in taxes.
Yeah.
So it's not all fun and games, bro. It's a very bloody, bloody place, and nothing is penciling out right now. Anything you see for development or new construction or this and that and the third are deals that are probably made 2 or 3 years ago that went to our agreement or permitted back then and financed and approved back then. Nothing now is really penciling out unless, again, you find somebody in pain, like my dad died or whatever.
Yeah.
There's this divorce that we got to get rid of this. I'm looking for cash, or I'm going to go belly up or bankrupt in the next 6 months. I need to get rid of it. You got to be really creative in this market. So in a bad market, you learn the most. You create the strongest real estate agents, right? It's kind of like that phrase that's like, how do they say it, bro? You guys might know it. It's like, weak times create strong men.
Yeah.
Strong men create
Weak,
whatever it is. I mean,
yeah.
Easy times create weak men.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Hard times create strong
Exactly.
men. Strong men create easy times.
Exactly. So it's this never-ending cycle.
So wait,
of
let's
like,
say that again.
Yeah, start from the top. Let me
Start from
repeat
the
it.
top.
So it's
Easy time.
so easy times.
Easy
are
times.
created by strong men.
Created by strong men.
Right.
Right.
And then hard. Wait, no, I'm sorry.
No,
Easy
you're
times
good.
are created by strong men.
Easy times created by strong men.
Create the easy times.
Strong men create easy times.
And
easy times create weak men.
So easy times create weak.
There's a whole thing about that. Yeah, there's a whole thing. You
I
got it
don't
the
know
first
about
time. You
that.
Oh, no,
said
and then weak men
I don't know
create
about
hard
that.
times.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, weak men create hard times, and then hard times create strong men.
Yeah.
So
I think that's it. Yeah.
yeah, it's just
that's
never
it right there.
It's this never-ending cycle of like we're in a hard time right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. Thank God, knock on wood, right?
Yeah.
Like forever grateful. But
hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times, and good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. So
Oh,
it's
there's
a
4
never-ending.
sentences
So
right
it's a never-ending cycle. So
Yeah.
I'll say it one more time. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men, and weak men creates hard times.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I think right now in our generation, we're living the moment where weak men were created, and now we're about to create hard times, which will then create strong men again.
Right.
Because I think our generation right now, we're living through a moment of weakness. 100%. Men are, us as men, when as a community, not just men. No.
Isn't it men's mental awareness month
But
or
bro,
something like that?
I don't mean men as
pretty
in
sure. It's
masculine.
Father's Day on Sunday.
But guys,
Oh, shit.
I don't mean men as
Happy Father's Day. I'm joking.
I don't mean
Dad.
men as the masculinity of men. I mean men as a species, as humans. We right now, we're living a weak time as humans, which will generate a very strong, like whoever comes out of whatever we're living on right now in this generation, bro, they're gonna be very strong. Like our kids, or maybe I'll say our grandkids, they're gonna be very strong humans because they're gonna get over all the crazy shit that we're creating right now,
Right.
which is the technology issues, all the accept everything and everything's okay. And, our grandkids are going to have to learn how to deal with that and come out much stronger than what we are dealing with right now.
But like going back to the hard times, things not penciling right and all that stuff, like going through that, it's truly good for you because when it happens again, you already know what you're gonna do.
Right.
Right? It just in terms of like where your head's at, how you are mentally, because like I'm saying, bro, like there's a lot of people that if they were in your shoes, bro, and if things are not working the way that they were expecting it to work, and they look left and right and they don't see a way out, they will fumble, bro. They will fucking
Right.
start tripping, bro. So
100%.
like adapting to it and like literally, looking at what really would be working, because like I still don't really like understand like what could you do to like in that aspect, like when things are that bad,
Yep.
and like because you said there's people that take advantage of people that are going through like some crazy shit,
Right.
and it's like what do? It's hard, bro.
I mean, the other thing is too, and like when things are bad, I feel like everyone asks each other, if you weren't doing this, what would you be doing? Right? You know, if somebody asked me, yo, if you weren't club promoting, if you weren't a real estate agent, if you weren't, you know, what would you be doing? And the answer for me is I think I'd just be a family man at the end of the day, bro. I think that's all that matters. I think that's very important, is inspiring others, taking care of your family.
Are you still connected very much to your family? Or your family guy? Or?
Oh, 100%. I think my dad is a true image of sacrifice. And it's kind of what drives me every day is that my dad's probably early 60s.
You were born here.
Yeah, I was born
But your
here.
family was born in
Lebanon. Yeah.
How is it seeing everything your family and everyone you saw before you conquer and be where they are today?
Right.
How does that inspire you?
I mean, dude, the other thing, they inspire me. The people in Lebanon inspire me. It goes back to our point about hard times.
You go out there?
Yeah, I go out there. The last time I was there was the year before COVID. I haven't been since, but I have a wedding in September. I'm going.
How is it going back? Do they think that you live like a different reality? How is it?
I think they know that in every country is hard work, right? And it needs dedication. It needs commitment. It needs devotion. You got to be a sellout at the end of the day. You got to just go all in. And that's in every country, I think, right now. I don't think anyone's more privileged than another, but you know, they definitely have different struggles than we do, but they inspire me every single day. I mean, I don't think I inspire them. Nothing that I'm doing is that fascinating, I'll be honest with you. But
your family, though, making the move to come out here, they definitely inspire your family members who are behind. You know,
the other thing is that they never lived here either, so it's like they don't know what it's like to spend $100 just for walking outside. Right? You know what I mean? And where you guys are from, you're Brazilian.
Yeah, same thing.
Bro, they don't spend $100 just to go breathe. Just to park our car, we spend $40. Just to go dine, you need $200-$300, and this and that and the third. It's all relative, you know what I mean?
It's crazy, yeah.
So, I mean...
It's different realities.
Yeah, it's different reality. I mean, like, us, like, we're living here, but at the same time...
Do you ever have a desire to go back to Lebanon?
I think my end game is opening up a hotel in Lebanon. Shit. Playing this music in the background and having a nice wedding venue. Yeah, no, I think my end game is going to be having, like, 15 to 20 keys, hotel, Lebanon, wedding venue, poolside... I'm from a village that's on the beach, so I just want to, like, bring as much investment opportunity there. I'd say I'd move down there, like, 55, 60.
Yeah, around
call
there.
it quits. Yeah, just chill, catch a vibe.
I feel you. But it's just, like, because we come from immigrant parents, too, bro. And, like, they come in here with nothing and, you know, creating things just by hard work and all that. Like you said, but they never like literally were born here and like lived here and like literally breathing the air that we breathe. Like we're spending like $50 to breathe the air and all that stuff. It's insane, yeah. It's insane. But even though they didn't live that, bro, but truly seeing what they did is truly inspiring, bro, and it just drives you to even work harder, bro, because they didn't have the opportunity that you have. You 100%. Know, at the end of the day, you know, everything they did. They're savages, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Savages.
Taking that first move to go to a different country and starting over, it's insane.
Yeah, not speaking the language and still figuring things out, bro. It's truly.
I mean, if I told my parents I'm moving to Lebanon at 20 with my wife and we're just gonna go figure it out, I mean,
bro, that's like honestly like
a real picked their shit up and left.
So okay, so like say an example for us Americans here. I think the only place that we would be able to like be like, oh, I'm gonna pick my stuff up and look for a better life. It's like Brazil comes to America because they look for a better life. I think the only way we could really say, okay, I'm going to pack my stuff up, like my family, and go live a better life, I'd be like Europe or Dubai.
Right.
It's like, yeah, let me pack my whole family up, go to Dubai, and just chase a better life for my family.
But you know the crazy part about Europe or Dubai? You need American dollars to be good over there. You're not going to make no money working in Europe. You're not going to make no money working in Dubai.
But you don't need money to live in Europe, bro. That's the thing, though. Healthcare is free. Education is free. So much is free, bro.
You need the USD to generate automatically monthly.
Yeah,
for you
that's what we always say about Britain.
No, so what we're looking for is arbitrage. And that basically goes back to the idea that because I've worked so hard in one country to get me reoccurring income monthly, I can go anywhere I want
and live
where
free.
the currency is strong and live basically for free. Otherwise, I was just in Barcelona. I met locals. I did tours that were just in shitty bars and just talked to the locals. Bro, they will live off $300 a week, $400 a week. The wine is $2 a bottle. The beer is $1. The dinners are $30-$40.
It's a different reality.
It's a different reality. And the healthcare is free. The college is free. They don't have to work so hard and pay so much for every little bitty thing. But it's arbitrage. So when I went over there, I was like, oh, I spent $2,000 or $3,000. I'm like, I did everything. I did the finest dining. I did the best tours. I went to the best churches. You know what I mean? The best views, the best beaches. So it really, dude, it's like we're all in a perfect position where maybe it's not Massachusetts, but there's arbitrage even in Massachusetts to another state. And in terms of real estate, it's like, bro, if you compare 2,000 square feet in Massachusetts and Dedham, we're talking 550K. 550K, little south of Houston, will get you 6,000 square feet, 5,000 square feet. Talk about arbitrage. Talk about maintenance. Talk about my guy will do my lawn at my house right now for $300-400 a month. I need $300 to do my grass. $200 to do my grass. Down there, $300-400 a month, bro. You're like, they'll do the whole house. They'll clean the house. They do the lawn. They do this. You know what I mean? So it's really about leveraging the income you have here and taking it elsewhere. You're 100% right. I just think really kind of depends on what your vision is.
Well, let me ask you this, man. To wrap up the whole two worlds, right? The real estate and the clubbing world. How do you balance both lives without getting lost in one or the other?
I wish I could tell you there was a balance. I think I'm at an age where, thank God, I'm healthy enough mentally and physically to do both.
Do you think it's something that you're going to have to...
Do I think I'm going to maintain it for the next 10 years, 5 years, maybe 4, 3, 2 years? I don't think so. But I'm in a position where, you know, you can ask my girl, it's like, my phone's always going off.
So do you think that health, energy, and the condition you are in your life today helps you be able to manage both?
Yeah, and that's primarily it. I don't think anyone with less mental capacity and anyone with less physical capacity could do what I'm actually doing, right? Like, not many people can, like, go to the club until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and then do a tour at 9 a.m. They're just not cut out for it.
That's crazy.
But if you told me, hey, you're going to do that 3 times next week, I'm like, yeah, bread and butter. Let's do it again.
Determination.
Right.
Yeah. It's not easy. No matter what, it's still not easy.
No, it's not easy. It's just a matter of
how bad you want
right now. I'm physically capable, mentally capable of doing all of it. So,
and you're taking advantage of that energy, that health, and everything you have to be able to maximize as much as you can of your time.
100%. 100%.
That's.
I mean, bro.
Leaving the club at 3 and doing the show at 9. That's insane.
You'd be surprised, bro. I mean, dude, you know how many open houses I've done hungover? I've puked in the bathroom at an open house, flushed it, and then smiled, saying, "Oh, look at how nice the bathroom is." You know what I mean? So it really depends on how hard you want to go.
Bro, that's the thing. I mean, the key points we take away from this conversation is just like, no matter what industry you're in, no matter what you're doing, you gotta hustle. You gotta want it bad enough.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. At the end of the day, everything you're doing. I mean, the key points of this is networking.
Yeah.
Meet as many people as you can. Connect with as many people as you can. And I think from everything that I've seen you say tonight, Joe, what you've been best at out of everything, and it's the most humblest thing you can do, it's serving.
True.
This whole topic and this whole conversation, everything we've talked about so far, you've done all night, and you've done throughout your experiences, you've served. And the moment that you learn that when you serve, you gain more than being served,
100%.
Life changes for you.
100%. And you take more joy in it, bro.
Facts.
It's like, would you rather receive gifts at Christmas or be the person giving it all? What do you take more happiness in?
Yeah.
I think if I saw you guys all with opening Rolexes, it's like, did I feel almost happier seeing you open this and open that? I take more joy in that than if you bought me a new watch right now. I'd be like, oh, whatever.
I'm like that too, man.
It takes a different cloth, bro. Yeah. And you got to love the service industry.
Bro, it's like
service.
We say here on the podcast every time. Like, of course, we want to reach the 1 million views. We want to reach the 1 million subscribers and all these things. But, dude, at the end of the day, getting that one call from that one person that tells us, hey, you helped me change my life. You've impacted me in a certain way. Getting a text message, getting a DM, getting someone come up to me and say, yo, keep going because you've impacted my life in a way that's your episodes are awesome. That's people fire. You bring on it's priceless. You know what I mean? It's better than 1 million views. It's better than 100%. Everything else, than $1 million. It's better than anything. Giving is priceless. A lot better than receiving.
It makes all the hard work worth it.
100%.
100%, man.
One thing that we love to do here is, especially where our guests is, literally ask them when you hear the word, high in power, what does that bring to you? Like, what do you start thinking of?
I think of smoking a joint in the throne. I'm just kidding.
Shit.
High in power. I think of. I don't know. I think of.
Oh, I just
it's
connected
trippy.
what you
Nah.
just said right now. I was like, okay, I see it.
Feel me?
Just sit.
Yeah, I'm high in power.
Do this, do that.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think it goes back to
King in the castle.
yeah, worshiping the King, the real, true royal family, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He was a big service guy. He'd wash other people's feet. And when I think of high in power, I think of Jesus and how I can attribute him to be my role model and walk in his light and footsteps, and how we're all made in the image and likeness of him. And I think it's very important. And I think whatever you do in this lifetime will pay you back tenfold in the next one. So
Shama.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, one thing I always like to bring up here, I mean, I don't bring it up every episode, but every once in a while I love to read this, right? The definition of power. And the definition of power is the capacity or ability to direct or influence the behavior of others in a course of events. And I think that at the end of the day, man, if you're able to influence someone to a better path in their life, life will bring a lot more to you. And that can be in the small actions, and that can also be in the big actions. It don't matter how big or how small it is. If you're impacting someone, go above and beyond. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep chasing the goals. I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad to hear your story. We're so grateful to have you here.
And I can't wait to see what's in store, too, man. You're only
Me
24,
too.
bro.
Me
You know,
too,
you have
bro.
a whole road ahead of you.
24 or 25?
25.
25.
26 in
Yeah.
August.
Oh,
but
25.
We're not too
Okay.
far. Yeah.
August what?
18.
Oh, 23rd.
Leo gang.
Hey,
Look at that. Hey, wait, are we
Shama.
getting a table to celebrate both birthdays?
I mean, yo, you don't want to come on my birthday's a shutdown too. I'll be honest.
I'll take
It's-
that
yo,
as an
I
invite,
lo-
my
I
boy.
lo-
I'll take that
I
as
love you,
an
bro. It'll be
invite.
more about me than it is about you. And then,
I have no problem with that.
Joe, we always like to open up the last minute of the podcast to kind of give a last minute of like a message you would like to bring out to our audience and to anyone. That's your camera right there. And yeah, man.
love it, bro. I mean, don't let anybody tell you no. The best advice I ever received was stop taking advice. And you can do whatever you set your mind to. Manifestation is real. Talk about what you're going to do next often. I don't believe, like, everyone's like, oh, don't ever tell the right hand what the left hand's going to do. Tell them. Tell them every time. Tell them time and again. Tell them every single day. Let them know what you're going to do next, and things will start going your way. So
Hell yeah. And if it doesn't, grab him by the neck.
Yeah, exactly. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Guys, another great episode here with Joe Karam. You know, we had a great conversation talking about perseverance, determination, working hard. And again, it's not easy. It's not easy for anybody. It's not easy for us. It's not easy for you. And we know that. And it's okay to be hard. It's okay to go through struggles. It's okay to go through a point where you don't think you have control of your life. But because of people like us, we bring on all these conversations and all these different stories so you can feel comfortable during your struggle and know that there are other people with you. There's other people trying to carry the boat with you. There's other people also going through what you're going through. You're not alone. High in Power Podcast always, episode 53. We're so thankful for all of you guys. Like, subscribe, and share. And
Thank you,
always make
guys.
sure
Thank you.
you take part in this family because with you guys, we're everything. Eric, finish us off.
You're about to say it.
You
You're about
got
to say
this.
it
This is
again.
yours, bro.
Guys, with you guys, we're everything, but without you guys, we're nothing. And we truly wouldn't be where we're at today. We wouldn't have a studio that we have today. We wouldn't have a guest that we had today without you. You know, and honestly, continue sharing all our content because we truly see the people that have been pushing our content, have been liking our reels, commenting, and truly leaving their opinion and their comment on what they like to see and what they want to see. So big shout out to y'all. Episode 53. Big shout out to the production team. Big shout out to Jay Briggs. Ozzy in the back. You know, JP, always looking beautiful back there, man. I can't complain about this guy. And thank you for everybody else that came out here today. We got some people watching us. And shout out to you too, Richie. Shama.
Yo,
Let's
Eric
make this
always
happen.
killing the game. We're always working hard to make sure we put the best content out for you guys. We're at 1,396 followers on Instagram. About to hit 1,400 followers. Subscribers keep going up. I'm so proud and happy of everything we're going on here. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing. I love you all. Episode 53, High Power Podcast. Let's go.